Men over 60, listen carefully, because what I'm about to tell you could completely change your health and vitality. You might think fruits are harmless, that they're always good for you, but the truth is, not all fruits are created equal. Some fruits can spike your blood sugar, accelerate inflammation, and silently sabotage your energy, your heart, and even your longevity. And the scary part? Most men don't even realize it. There are 4 fruits you absolutely must avoid if you want to protect your health, maintain your energy, and prevent the chronic diseases that creep in with age. These aren't just suggestions. They are scientifically backed, real-life traps that can undo decades of careful living. But don't worry, because I'm not just here to warn you. I'm here to give you the solution, the 4 fruits you should eat instead, the ones that nourish your body, protect your heart, boost your energy, and help you thrive well into your 60 seconds, 70 seconds, and beyond. Imagine waking up with steady energy, clear focus, and a body that feels alive instead of sluggish. That's the power of making the right choices. It's not complicated. It's about replacing what harms you with what heals you. This isn't theory. This is your roadmap to better health, longer life, and the freedom to enjoy every day without the hidden toll of healthy foods that are quietly working against you. So pay attention, take notes, and take action. Your body is counting on you, and the choices you make today, right now, will determine how strong, vibrant, and healthy you feel tomorrow. Stop eating what harms you. Start eating what heals you and reclaim your health. It's that simple. Your future self will thank you. Not all fruits are as safe or as healthy as most people think. For decades, we've been told that fruits are the ultimate health food, the cornerstone of a balanced diet, the guilt-free snack that everyone should enjoy freely. And while it's true that fruits contain vitamins, fiber, and antioxidants, there's a hidden side to these seemingly innocent foods, one that is rarely discussed, but that can have a profound impact on your health, especially for men over 60. The truth is that some fruits, the ones most people reach for every day, can actually spike your blood sugar, increase inflammation, and put unnecessary stress on your heart, pancreas, and metabolism. They may taste sweet, they may feel harmless, but biologically, they can act more like a sugar bomb than a health booster. When we talk about the dangers, it's not about fear-mongering. It's about understanding the science of your body. As we age, our metabolism changes, insulin sensitivity decreases, digestive efficiency drops, and the natural ability to process sugar diminishes. That means the fruits you ate freely in your 30s and 40s might not be as harmless now. For men over 60, the stakes are higher. Regularly consuming high-sugar fruits like grapes, mangoes, cherries, or pineapples in large quantities can lead to spikes in blood glucose, which over time may contribute to type 2 diabetes, increased inflammation, weight gain, and even cardiovascular strain. This doesn't mean you have to avoid fruit entirely, but it does mean you have to be strategic about what you eat and when. It's also important to consider how fruits interact with other foods and your overall diet. Eating a high-sugar fruit alongside refined carbs or processed snacks amplifies the sugar spike and its effects on the body. This is why many men find themselves feeling sluggish, bloated, or lacking energy despite thinking they are eating healthy. The body doesn't lie, it reacts to what we feed it, and understanding which fruits harm rather than help is critical. By ignoring this, many men inadvertently sabotage their energy levels, hormonal balance, and heart health. Awareness is the first step toward change. Once you recognize that some fruits are not universally beneficial, you can start making informed choices that protect your health instead of undermining it. This is about empowerment, not restriction. It's about taking control of your health at a stage in life when every decision counts even more. Choosing the right fruits can be transformative, improving energy, stabilizing blood sugar, supporting heart function, and even enhancing mood and mental clarity. Conversely, continuing to consume the wrong fruits can create a cycle of subtle but chronic damage that may only become noticeable years later, when the effects are harder to reverse. Men over 60 need to listen carefully, because this isn't abstract advice. It's practical, actionable knowledge. You can enjoy fruit, but the right types in the right portions at the right times make all the difference. Fruits that are lower in sugar, higher in fiber, and packed with nutrients act as allies in your journey toward longevity and vitality. They help reduce inflammation, support a healthy metabolism, and provide antioxidants that protect your heart, brain, and muscles. It's not about eliminating pleasure from your diet. It's about choosing foods that reward your body, not punish it. Understanding that not all fruits are safe is the first step toward reclaiming control over your health. It's the beginning of a shift in mindset that allows you to eat intelligently, feel stronger, and thrive. This awareness can change how you shop, how you plan meals, and how you approach food for the rest of your life. Once you embrace this knowledge, you stop seeing fruit as a free pass and start seeing it as a tool, a source of nourishment that can either support or hinder your health. The choice is yours, and making the right one now is more important than ever. For men over 60, avoiding the hidden traps in your diet isn't just smart, it's essential. Too often we think of diet in simplistic terms: eat fruits, avoid junk. But the reality is far more nuanced, and it's the nuance that separates thriving health from silent deterioration. There are 4 specific fruits that, despite their popularity, can quietly accelerate aging, promote inflammation, and increase the risk of chronic illnesses. These aren't obvious dangers. They're the kind of foods that appear on grocery store shelves, that your friends and family think of as healthy, yet biologically, they create subtle but significant damage over time. And when you reach your 60 seconds, your body no longer has the same resilience it once did. So these hidden traps hit harder and accumulate faster. The issue isn't that these fruits taste bad or that they lack nutrients. On the contrary, many of them are sweet, fragrant, and satisfying. But they are concentrated sources of sugar, and in some cases, compounds that push your body into metabolic stress every time you consume them. In excess, your blood sugar spikes, your pancreas works overtime to produce insulin, and inflammatory pathways are activated throughout your body. Chronic inflammation is often invisible at first. It doesn't hurt or announce itself, but over months and years, it quietly contributes to joint pain, heart strain, digestive issues, and even cognitive decline. What makes these fruits dangerous is that they feel harmless, and that's precisely why most men continue to eat them without realizing the damage they are doing. Another hidden danger is the way these fruits interact with your overall diet and lifestyle. Men over 60 often face slower metabolism, hormonal changes, and decreased muscle mass. When high-sugar fruits are combined with refined grains, alcohol, or processed snacks, the metabolic burden multiplies. Even small, seemingly innocent choices can create cascading effects. You may notice energy crashes, unexplained weight gain, or mood swings, but fail to connect them to the foods you believe are healthy. Understanding this connection is critical, because it's not about restriction, it's about strategic substitution. It's about replacing what harms you with foods that heal you, support your body, and restore energy and vitality. Avoiding these harmful fruits doesn't have to feel like punishment. In fact, it's empowering. Once you understand which fruits act as metabolic traps, you can take control of your health. You can shift from reactive to proactive eating, making choices that protect your heart, stabilize blood sugar, and reduce inflammation. You begin to eat with intention, not habit. Every bite becomes an opportunity to nourish, not harm, and the results can be profound: better energy, improved digestion, healthier weight, and a reduced risk of chronic conditions that disproportionately affect men over 60. It's also about long-term thinking. Men in their 60 seconds often assume that small dietary choices no longer matter, that the damage is already done. But the truth is, it's never too late to take control. Avoiding these 4 harmful fruits and replacing them with healthier alternatives can reverse trends, restore metabolic balance, and even support longevity. These decisions, made consistently over time, compound into real, tangible benefits for your health, vitality, and quality of life. Ultimately, avoiding the hidden traps in your diet is about awareness, education, and action. It's about understanding that some foods, even those marketed as healthy, can undermine the very body you want to protect. By recognizing the dangers, taking deliberate steps to avoid them, and choosing better options instead, you reclaim control over your health. You stop being a passive consumer of what's convenient or tasty, and start being a deliberate architect of your well-being. Every meal becomes an opportunity to support your heart, your energy, and your longevity, and that's a choice that can transform the next decades of your life. making them healthier, stronger, and far more vibrant than you may have thought possible. Eating to heal, not just to taste, is one of the most powerful shifts you can make in your life after 60. Most men have spent decades eating for convenience, habit, or pleasure, assuming that healthy choices are automatically beneficial. But the truth is, what you put into your body has a direct, measurable impact on your energy, your heart, your metabolism, and even your mood. Choosing the right fruits is not about deprivation. It's about actively nourishing your body with foods that heal, restore, and protect. When you focus on eating to heal rather than simply eating for taste, every bite becomes intentional, every meal becomes a tool for long-term vitality, and every decision reinforces your commitment to a healthier, stronger life. After 60, the body doesn't bounce back as easily as it once did. Metabolism slows, insulin sensitivity decreases, and inflammation can quietly take hold if you're not careful. This is why choosing the right fruits is so critical. Certain fruits are concentrated, sources of natural sugar which can spike your blood glucose and force your body to compensate. Others may be acidic or inflammatory in nature, subtly impacting your digestive system, joints, and cardiovascular health. By contrast, the right fruits provide fiber that stabilizes blood sugar, antioxidants that combat inflammation, and essential nutrients that support heart, brain, and muscle health. These are not small benefits. They are the foundation of sustainable energy, mental clarity, and physical vitality well into your 60s, 70s, and beyond. Eating to heal also means understanding the timing, combinations, and portions of your meals. For example, pairing high-sugar fruits with protein or healthy fats can slow absorption and reduce blood sugar spikes. But the best approach is to prioritize low-sugar, nutrient-dense fruits that naturally support your metabolism. Think of your body as a finely tuned machine. Every nutrient either fuels it efficiently or creates stress that must be corrected later. When you eat to heal, you are consciously choosing to fuel your body efficiently, to minimize stress, and to maximize the benefits of every single bite. The shift from eating for pleasure alone to eating to heal is also about mindset. Pleasure is not bad, it's human. But when pleasure comes at the cost of your health, it is no longer indulgence. It's sabotage. Men over 60 often underestimate the long-term consequences of seemingly minor choices. Eating the wrong fruits may not feel harmful today, but over months and years they can contribute to weight gain, insulin resistance, fatigue, and cardiovascular strain. Choosing healing fruits, on the other hand, sets the stage for improved resilience, steady energy, and reduced risk of chronic conditions. You are essentially giving your body the tools it needs to repair, restore, and thrive, rather than merely survive. This approach transforms the way you view food. Every meal becomes an opportunity to support your body instead of undermining it. Every snack becomes a choice to strengthen your heart, balance your blood sugar, and reduce inflammation. Eating to heal empowers you to take control over a process that many men believe is dictated by age or genetics. It's not. Your choices matter immensely. And the cumulative effect of eating wisely compounds over time into better health, higher energy, and greater longevity. Ultimately, eating to heal is about reclaiming control over your body and your life. It's about understanding that what you consume directly impacts how you feel, how you think, and how long you thrive. By replacing harmful fruits with ones that provide nourishment and protection, you take an active role in your health journey. You move from being a passive participant to being a deliberate architect of your vitality. And when you make these choices consistently, you don't just eat, you empower, you restore, and you heal. Every meal becomes a step toward a stronger, healthier, and more vibrant life after 60. And that is the ultimate reward of eating with purpose. Your choices shape your future, and this is never more true than when it comes to your health after 60. Every decision you make about what you eat, how you move, and how you care for your body sends a signal to your metabolism, your heart, and your brain. The reality is that your body is incredibly responsive. It adapts to the patterns you create, whether they are healthy or harmful. Men over 60 often underestimate the cumulative power of their daily habits, thinking that one fruit here or one meal there won't make a difference. But in reality, each choice compounds over time. The fruits you choose to eat or to avoid can either accelerate decline or support lasting vitality. This is the moment to recognize that you are not at the mercy of aging. You have the power to shape your health trajectory with every meal, every bite, and every decision you make. At this stage in life, subtle changes yield dramatic results. Replacing the wrong fruits with the right ones isn't about restriction, it's about conscious empowerment. When you understand that certain fruits spike blood sugar, increase inflammation, and stress your cardiovascular system, you begin to see that even small adjustments can prevent long-term harm. Your body does not differentiate between a sugar spike from a slice of mango or a refined snack. It responds with insulin, inflammation, and oxidative stress. Over weeks and months, repeated spikes can accumulate into serious consequences, from insulin resistance to weight gain to increased risk of heart disease. Conversely, choosing fruits that stabilize blood sugar, support digestion, and deliver antioxidants creates a foundation for lasting health, improved energy, and resilience. Each conscious choice reinforces the future you want to create, where you are stronger, healthier, and more vibrant than you may have imagined possible. It's not only about the immediate impact, but also about foresight. Men often fall into the trap of thinking, "I'll worry about health later," or "I've made it this far, so small indulgences won't hurt." The reality is that aging amplifies vulnerability. The same foods that were harmless in your 40 seconds can now trigger subtle imbalances that compound quietly over time. The moment you recognize that your daily choices are the architects of your future is the moment you reclaim control. You stop being a passive observer of your health and become an active participant, deliberately selecting what nourishes your body and avoiding what undermines it. Your choices also influence more than just your body. They shape your energy, focus, and mental clarity. Consuming fruits that are supportive rather than harmful stabilizes mood, reduces brain fog, and provides consistent energy levels throughout the day. You begin to notice the difference in how you move, think, and feel. You wake up more alert, maintain stamina throughout the day, and approach life with a sense of vitality that may have seemed lost over the years. This is the power of informed decision-making. It transforms the invisible biological processes inside your body into visible, tangible improvements in your daily life. Ultimately, the message is simple yet profound. Your future health is not a lottery. It is a direct result of the choices you make every single day. Men over 60 have an opportunity to actively shape their longevity, energy, and overall well-being by understanding the impact of every bite they take. By prioritizing fruits that heal, nourish, and stabilize your body, and avoiding those that harm, you create a trajectory towards sustained health and vitality. You move from being a passive participant in your life to being the deliberate architect of your body, your energy, and your future. Every meal, every fruit, every choice is a step toward the life you want to live, full of strength, clarity, and longevity. And when you embrace that truth, you realize that it is never too late to make choices that will transform the decades ahead. Energy, focus, and longevity are not abstract goals. They are the direct results of the choices you make every day, especially when it comes to what you eat. Men over 60 often assume that declining energy, brain fog, or slower recovery are inevitable parts of aging, but the truth is that much of what we attribute to age is actually the cumulative effect of poor dietary decisions over decades. The foods you choose, and in particular the fruits you consume, play a profound role in determining how alert you feel in the morning, how productive you are throughout the day, and how resilient your body is over the long term. Choosing the right fruits isn't just about avoiding harm, it's about actively building vitality. It's about creating a foundation that allows you to wake up feeling strong, focused, and ready to tackle the day with clarity and stamina. When you consistently replace harmful fruits with ones that nourish and heal, you stabilize blood sugar levels, reduce systemic inflammation, and support optimal heart and brain function. These changes aren't theoretical, they are biological realities. Your body thrives when it receives the right balance of nutrients, fiber, and antioxidants. Energy becomes more consistent, mood becomes steadier, and cognitive function improves. You stop experiencing those energy crashes after meals, those afternoon slumps, and the constant sense of fatigue that many men over 60 mistakenly accept as normal. Every healthy choice compounds, and over time, the results are remarkable: increased endurance, sharper focus, and a body that recovers faster from physical and mental exertion. Longevity is intimately tied to the small daily choices that may feel insignificant in the moment, but accumulate exponentially over years. Men often underestimate the power of these decisions, thinking that skipping a healthy substitution or indulging in a high-sugar fruit here and there won't matter. The reality is that the body remembers. Repeated spikes in blood sugar, chronic inflammation, and oxidative stress slowly erode energy, reduce cognitive sharpness, and accelerate age-related decline. Conversely, by consistently choosing healing fruits, those rich in fiber, low in sugar, and packed with antioxidants, you create a buffer against this wear and tear. You actively support your cardiovascular system, protect your brain, and maintain muscle health, which together drive both the quantity and quality of life. Eating the right fruits also fuels focus and mental clarity. Men over 60 often notice slower thinking or difficulty concentrating, but diet plays a far bigger role than most realize. Stable blood sugar ensures a steady supply of energy to the brain. Antioxidants reduce oxidative damage to neural tissue, and anti-inflammatory nutrients help prevent cognitive decline. The simple act of replacing the wrong fruits with the right ones can be transformative. You'll notice sharper decision-making, better memory retention, and the ability to engage in complex tasks without mental fatigue. Energy, focus, and longevity are interconnected, and your dietary choices are the key to optimizing all three simultaneously. This approach is not about deprivation, it's about empowerment. By consciously choosing fruits that heal, support, and stabilize, you reclaim control over your body and your future. You're not passively aging. You're actively creating resilience, vitality, and strength. Each bite becomes a deliberate act of self-care, a step toward a life where energy levels remain high, focus remains sharp, and the risks associated with aging are significantly reduced. Ultimately, the message is clear. Energy, focus, and longevity are achievable at any age, but only if you make the right choices consistently. Men over 60 can transform their health, mental clarity, and vitality by understanding the impact of each fruit they consume and taking deliberate steps to choose wisely. Every meal, every snack, every decision becomes an opportunity to strengthen your body, enhance your mind, and extend your life. The power to change your health, your energy, and your future is in your hands. And the path is as simple as choosing the right fruits to fuel your body, protect your heart, and sharpen your mind. When you embrace this truth, you unlock the full potential of your later years and create a life of strength, clarity, and vitality that can continue for decades to come. Taking action now is the most powerful step any man over 60 can take for his health, vitality, and longevity. Too often, we fall into the trap of thinking, I'll start tomorrow, or it's too late to make a difference. But the reality is that every choice, every meal, every fruit you eat today compounds into your future well-being. Procrastination may feel comfortable in the moment, but it carries a hidden cost, a slow, silent erosion of energy, resilience, and health that only becomes visible when problems have already set in. The truth is, waiting does not protect you, action does. The moment you decide to replace harmful fruits with healing ones, you reclaim control over your body, your energy, and your future. This is not just theory. It is a choice with immediate and long-term consequences. The power of taking action lies in its compounding effect. Small, deliberate changes in diet may seem insignificant at first, but over weeks, months, and years, they dramatically alter how your body functions. Avoiding fruits that spike your blood sugar, increase inflammation, or strain your cardiovascular system allows your metabolism to stabilize, your energy to normalize, and your organs to function optimally. Replacing them with fruits that nourish, heal, and support your heart, brain, and muscles accelerates these benefits. You are creating an environment inside your body that fosters longevity, vitality, and mental clarity. Every decision you make now is a building block for your health decades into the future. Taking action also builds confidence and a sense of mastery over your health. Men over 60 often feel that aging is inevitable, that declining energy, weight gain, or cognitive sluggishness are simply unavoidable parts of life. But this mindset is exactly what keeps many men from reaching their full potential. By making conscious, informed choices, you break free from the passive cycle of decline and take ownership of your well-being. Each healthy substitution, each strategic choice of fruit becomes evidence that you are capable of steering your body in the direction you want. This sense of control is empowering, energizing, and motivating. It becomes a positive feedback loop that encourages further action and improvement. The urgency of taking action cannot be overstated. Every day you delay, your body experiences unnecessary stress from sugar spikes, inflammation, and suboptimal nutrition. These forces slowly weaken resilience, energy, and health. But each day you act, you send a signal to your body that you are committed to healing, protecting, and restoring it. The effects are cumulative and measurable. Within weeks, you may notice more stable energy levels, better digestion, improved mood, and enhanced focus. Within months, your cardiovascular health, blood sugar control, and inflammatory markers can show significant improvement. These benefits are tangible, real, and directly tied to the choices you make today. Action is not about perfection. It's about commitment. You do not need to overhaul your diet overnight or achieve flawless adherence to a plan. What matters is consistent, intentional steps toward replacing harmful fruits with the ones that truly support your health. Each choice reinforces your body's ability to heal, strengthens your metabolic resilience, and protects you from the chronic conditions that disproportionately affect men over 60. The sooner you begin, the faster you experience the benefits, and the longer those benefits last. Ultimately, taking action now is about reclaiming your life, your energy, and your health. It is a declaration that you refuse to accept decline as inevitable and that you are willing to make deliberate choices that enhance longevity, vitality, and mental clarity. Every meal becomes an opportunity to support your body, every snack a chance to strengthen your future, and every decision a step toward a stronger, healthier, and more vibrant life. By acting today, you set in motion a chain of positive outcomes that will define your health, energy, and quality of life for years to come. The time to act is now, because every day you wait is a day your body could be thriving instead of just surviving.